Welcome, my name is Blocker Design, and in today's video we are going to make a Streamerbot simplified follow alert. So in today's video we're gonna make follow alerts, and maybe I'll add in a bit alert too. And this is going to be a beginner friendly for Streamerbot. So yeah, I will provide you with all the assets I created for this. You can find them on my Ko-fi page. A link will be down in the description below. So before we start, make sure that you downloaded this pack, and let's get started, shall we? All right, here we go. All right, so like I said, in today's video we are going to make a follow alert with Streamerbot. Real simple, pretty fancy, kind of. Well, fancy, simplified. So yeah, let's start. So I am using a different OBS setup, of course, and a different Streamerbot setup, of course, because, well, I need to make one for my girlfriend anyways. Sorry, fiance. And then why not make a video at the same time, right? All right, so two things I want you to do, technically three, is one, download the pack down below, have your OBS open, and have your Streamerbot open. Now, I hope you do have the bare-bone basic knowledge of Streamerbot or already have it installed, because otherwise you probably wouldn't have clicked on the video. If not, I'll probably link a video on how to install and set up Streamerbot in the description. If I forgot it, you can, one, Google it, second, let me know in the comments and I will still post it down there. With that being said, those are the three things you really do need. And of course you need your webhooks installed, but again, if you are on this video, you probably already have this installed. So we are going to do the following. We are going to start with setting up OBS, and then we will go over and go into Streamerbot. So let's go. So first things first, let me make sure, yeah, it is coming over on the stream PC, so we are able to see this. So first things first, what we want to do, of course, we want to make some scenes. So I am gonna call this one really quick game scene. Game scene, right? But I guess you already have this, you have a display capture and all that stuff. Now, first things we want to do is, I always love to use nested scenes. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a new scene, and then we're gonna call it NS alerts. NS alerts. So we're gonna go and do this. We're gonna hit OK. Now I am going to real quick add a display capture in, because you guys cannot see this now, and we can have that. So I'm really quick going to add a display capture in. There we go. So now you guys can see it again. So this, of course, this display capture you guys do not have to add in, but I did it so otherwise you can't see it, because I'm using my gaming PC to get it to my stream PC. All right, so well, first things we are going to do is we are going to start with adding a text. So I'm gonna add the text, and I am going to call this viewer name. You can call it whatever you want, like name or viewer. This is the person. This will represent the viewer's name. So this is gonna be text. We are technically able to leave this empty, but I will add a text in. So I will just add my own name in, Blockers Design. Why? Well, this means we can nicely just style the text how we want it to. So I always like to have it at least all capitals or all uppercases. So we're gonna go to text transform, click on this and do uppercase. So it's all uppercase. And you can see it is too big. So next, what we're gonna do, we are going to go here, and let's say we want to have it a font of 100. Yeah, maybe that is still too big. All right, let's say 50. Yeah, I think 50 is fine. You don't want to go too small because then you cannot see it anymore. And then we want to go and hit on OK. Now you can, of course, style the text how you want it, but in this case, this is good enough for us. So we are just going to paste it right here. Now, technically, you could make it bigger, but we can restyle it afterwards. Now, I'm just going to keep the display capture there. Next thing we want to do is right click again, add, and you can use this. You do not have to, but I am doing it. And again, it will be provided in the pack on Ko-fi. So we're going to add a image, and then we're going to call this a banner or background or whatever you want to call it. And then we want to go and browse. So you, in your case, you want to browse to the pack that you downloaded. I just have to go to a different area. I still have to make the pack, but that's fine. Then I go over here, banner, open, and hit OK. Now we want to drag the banner under the viewer name. Let me also close this so that doesn't distract me. Now you have a little tiny banner down here. What we want to do is want to scale it up a little. And we kind of want to place it. Now it's a little hard because I have the game capture under it. And normally I would do it on a black screen. But in this case, I have to do it like this. Otherwise you guys will not see it. Wait, I can maybe... Let me just do something. Maybe I can add a color source. And no, that doesn't help. See? If I do that, you guys can see it. So never mind. I'm going to remove that. So we have to do it like this. It's fine. I will see how I can... Oh, I'm just going to do it here in the bottom for now, because that seems to be easier. Yeah. So we want to have the viewer name above the... let me do it over here. We want to have the viewer name above the banner. And then we want to get the viewer name and drag it on the banner wherever you want it. And let's say we want it up here somewhere, like so. Now, before we go and scale this one all the way down and style it, we want to add one more thing. We want to go add a browser source. Don't worry, this makes sense later on. Now, you can use this. You do not have to use this. And then I'm gonna do, what am I going to do? I'm just gonna call it icon. Yeah, that works. And then we want to go to local file. And then browse. And then again, we want to go to that pack that you guys have. In my case, it's Flock Alerts, WinUI. Again, you guys will have a different one. And then in this case, I am going to click on heart.html. Then we are going to click on OK. And here we have our heart. Now we could scale it down. Let's say 50 by 50. Let's see how big that is. That's too tiny. Let's say 100. Oh, 100 by 100. No. Okay, so we're just gonna make it default. Keep it like this. And then hold shift. Take this bottom part here and scale it down that way. Again, you don't want to scale it down too much because then it's getting pixelated, as you can see. Or you don't have to hold, don't hold shift. But yeah, you can see it will become pixelated. So just keep it like that. Maybe as small enough so it still has his sharpness but doesn't get too much pixelated, like this. Let's do this. So this is the heart. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the banner and we're gonna scale the banner accordingly to that. So now we are holding shift and grab this and drag it to scale it. So we have this heart, and don't do that. Hold on. And hold shift again. So the heart fits in the banner. So let's say like so. Yeah, that's what we want. All right, now we're gonna do the same with the name. And now we can see the name is too small. So we're gonna restyle the name. We're gonna say, let's say like 100. Maybe now 100 works. Let's click OK. Yeah, you could make it a little smaller. I always like, by the way, because some names are longer, to just do this and then drag this one out a little bit so it's a little longer, because sometimes some people have ridiculously long names. And then we just gonna do this. Now there are multiple ways, of course. You can also add a boundar to the name, so if it's too long it will shrink it, but then the text get out of proportion. So again, that's why I like to just make the banner a little longer, so it kind of will always fit. There we go. Now with shorter names it probably won't look this nice, but it is all right. So we're gonna do this. Now technically we have this banner done. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all of them, right click and group them together, and then we're gonna call this one follow alert. So this is all the follow alerts, and I may want to have them. I'm gonna lock these one down. The banner, I just want to relocate the name. Right, so now we have the follow alert design done. Right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to our game scene, then we go right click, add scene, and then we want to have NS alert, and now you can see we have our follow alerts. Now we're gonna do scale it down. Oh wait, let me do that. Now we're gonna scale this down to where we want it. Now you can see it may be too long, but again, you can style it to your own desire. So yeah, this one is way too long, so we're gonna restyle it a little bit. Make sure that one is on. So what I am gonna do in this case, I am going to rescale the icon a little bit. I'm gonna rescale the banner a little bit. Keep in mind, if you do the banner, to hold shift like so, and then we want to have it up just a little so the heart is under there. Then of course we also, let me lock these so I don't accidentally move those. We want to get the name, and we are gonna restyle it. So I'm gonna set it back to 50 on the name. It could maybe be a little bit longer or bigger, let's say like 60. Let's do that. It doesn't matter, you can style it how you want it. All right, now let's disable that. All right, now that looks a little better, right? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do that. Put it somewhere we like it. Let's say here. Now I always like to scale this one down, so hold Alt and then click, so it's a little easier. Now if you have multiple alerts with different sizes, you may want to keep it that, but I always just like to do it like that. And technically that is your follow alert. Now of course we need to make sure that it does what it needs to do. So instead of doing this, we are going to back to alerts, enable this one again. Then what we want to do is we want to lock these ones, lock all of them, and then we want to do a animation on this one, so on the group itself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click on the group, we're gonna do show transition, we're gonna do slide. You can use your own transitions, but I like the slide one because then it's doing that. So now if we do this, it's sliding in. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the height transition, so slide, we're gonna keep it on the left, and then it will also nicely slide out. Now you can of course change the timing. Now let's say we want 1,000 for the height and 1,000 for the show animation. So let's say 1,000. So now it's a little slower. Maybe 1,000 is too much, so let's say, I think 750 is always a nice number, I think. So let's say 750 on both, and then it is a nice in between, right? Yeah. All right, so now what? Well, Now we have our follow alert done. Now what we need to do is take this one off. Now we need to go to a Streamerbot. So let's open Streamerbot and let's make this effect. So what I'm going to do here, I am going to go to actions, right click, add an action, and I am going to call this follow alert. I'm going to go call it a group stream alerts. So that's going to be the group where we have all the stuff in. I may actually later on also import this, export this, and you guys can just import everything. But we'll see. We'll see. I can't make it too easy for you guys. So okay, so after we have that that action made, we want to go here to triggers. Let's do that. Then we want to right click, go to Twitch, and then we are going to channel, follow. So it's on a new follower, and then we want to do, so this trigger is, it triggers the new followers. Then when that is triggered, we want to go here to sub actions, and you guys are not seeing it. Oh my god, hold on. Let me do it like that. Let me make it a little bigger. There we go. Okay, so let's do this again. A trigger. Then we go to Twitch. Then we go to channel, follow. And yes, so when we have a new follower, we want to do the following. So the following is what we want to do is really simple. We want to update the the name, of course, and we want to trigger this animation. So how do we do that? Real simple. Let me locate this here again. Let me also I'm just gonna disable it here real quick. All right, so what we're gonna do right now is we are going to right click in sub actions, and then we want to go to Twitch. No, sorry, we want to go to OBS. No, I'm wrong. We want to go to Twitch. Then we want to go to users, and then we want to get user info target, because this will actually get the name from the person that followed you. So in this case, we're going to do click down here on a user. So this is our user right here, and then we click on OK. Now under this, we want to start the actual function of the alert. So real simple. We're gonna go to OBS, and we're gonna go source. No, we're gonna do, yeah, source, and then we're gonna go set GDI text. So this is actually what will change the name. So we're gonna do on the game scene. No, that's not true. First of all, we want to go to connection. You can keep it on default. If it doesn't work, make sure to click on one of either of these. I think it's V5. It could be V4.9. I'm not sure. We'll test it. But 99%, let's start with default, because that 99% of the time works. So first of all, we want to click our scene, because we want to get all the stuff from and information from the alert scene. Then, oh, look at that. It already took the viewer name. So if it doesn't do that, click on this arrow here. And if you have multiple sources or multiple text sources, make sure to click on the viewer name. Now here, all we want to do is real simple. Percent user percent. That's it. Now there are two ways you can do percent user percent, but you can also do percent target user percent. Not triggered, but target. Come on. This works too, but user works just as fine. So let's do user, and then we are going to click on OK. So now let's see what happens when we are right clicking, when we are going to test this thing. So we're gonna do, for now, I'm just gonna right click on this one, right click and test trigger, and then we're gonna see, does my name update? There you go. It found a new follower, and look at that. It works. There you go. So we're done, right? Now we want to make it more fancy. That doesn't make sense because now we have it on screen all the time. So now it's actually really simple. We're gonna go right click again. No, we're gonna go make the screen bigger for you guys. All right, I'm gonna keep it there now. Right click, go to OBS, go to source, and then we want to go set source visibility state. And then we want to go here, NS alerts, game scene. Yeah, you could, but we are going to go to alerts. And then we're gonna go the group name, and we call that follow alert. And then we want to set it to visible first. You could do toggle too. Yeah, let's do toggle. So we're gonna do toggle, and then we do okay. Now we want to do this, and then I personally always like to go to like right click, core, at a small delay of like, let's say 100 milliseconds before it's doing the next one. So it has some time to update the follow alert. So delay, and if it's down here, just grab it and drag it above in between the two. So what it's gonna do, it's getting the target from the user. Then it is going to update the name. Then it will wait for 100 milliseconds, and then it will toggle the scene. Now, okay, so it will enable the scene. So now we're gonna do the same thing again. So technically we can copy these two. So click on one and then hit Control D for duplicate. Now in this one, we will determine how long will the alert be on screen. So I always do just like 5,000 is 5 seconds if I am correctly. So what I always do is like 10, and then I do always like 10,000. So it's like 10 seconds it's on screen, and then it will go off screen. So then we're gonna do the same here. Visibility source, go hit Control and duplicate, and technically you are done. Now I will toggle them here really quick so it's off. You could also do, instead of toggle, is like do make it visible, and the other one make it invisible or hidden. I mean, toggle is just way easier, saves you a lot of work. So now, technically speaking, when we are going to go here, we're gonna right click on the follower again, test the trigger. There you go. Now it should wait for like 10 seconds. Let's wait for it. Now you can shorten it, of course. And off screen. So I think 10 seconds is maybe too long, so let's make it 5,000. So that means 5 seconds. And let's try it again. And trigger. There it is. And gone. So technically that is your follower alert. Now, of course, if you want a little bit more fun, we can do this. We're gonna go right click, core, go to sounds, and then play a sound. Click on that, and I will provide you with a sound that I use myself. Then audio device, just keep that on default. Now personally I will probably, no, I should be all right. So let's see, then we are just going to scroll to a sound. So I think I have my sound effects somewhere here. Yep. And then I have my follower sound right there. So I'm just gonna open that. Let's test if it works. Let me actually enable my headset so I can actually hear it. And let's see. All right, for me it worked. Now, I don't know if it comes over on you because I have some audios cut out on the stream side, but it should. So, all right. So click OK. I don't know why I did that. Now, what you could do if you don't want this at the end, that makes most sense, right? So instead, what we are going to do is going to grab the name, going to do this, and then at the moment this is visible, we are going to play that. Now, you could also do finish playing before continuing. So this means it will finish the song first, and then it will do the rest. Let me show you this. So if I just disable this, and for now I'll just for fun, I'm gonna disable the delay, the 5 seconds on screen. So now I'm gonna trigger it, right? Test the trigger. You guys saw that? Let me look really closely. What happened? Hey! Now, we don't want that, right? That was too quick. So what we could do is just click on this. Click on finish before continuing. Click OK. So now, if we do this, so yeah, if you have a sound, you could also leave out this small delay, because that means your music is the delay. So at the moment the music stops, then the alert goes off the screen. If you do not use a sound, then you can do this, or you could combine them. If you're like, oh, my follow alert is a small ding dong or whatever, yeah, that's really tiny. So then you can leave this, or you can just decrease it. So I don't know, 2 seconds. So after this, it will still stay on there for 2 seconds and then it goes off. That is completely up to you. So yeah, that is your follow alert, guys. It's that simple. I hope this helped. And yeah, let me show you one more thing. I know this is then probably getting a little longer than I anticipated for in the first place, but you can see we made a group, right? Now you could also call this instead of viewer name, you could, and what probably may be better for the following reason, call this, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call this follower name. The reason for this, if we are going to add more in this alert, like we have the follow alert, but also what if we add in, let's say, bits? Well, you could use the same name, but it can kind of cause issues later down the line. Now, let me make sure it still works. Hey! And it does. Now, if you change the name here to follower name and it did not update the name, you can always go here to set this, because you can see it doesn't. So click on it, open it, and then click OK, and it will update. Save. All right, so this is a follow alert. What now if we want, let's say we want a we want a different alert, like a bit alert. Well, you technically do the same thing. The same thing, only then you do it for bits. But because this video is already too long, it's a half an hour, I will make a new video on the bit alert. But you guys probably will already have the stuff that I will go and use into that video. You probably will already have it in your pack. So stay tuned. You can figure it out yourself. You have the resources now to do it. You will only figure out that if you open this, the diamond one, This is the one I use for, yeah, just once. See, this is the same as the heart. It only doesn't have a, what's it called? It doesn't have a heart in it. So I made an empty one that you could use for, indeed, your, oh, this is also a nice one, by the way. I'll make that a video on that one later. But yeah, you could use that for then anything, right? I just made sure that you have one, and I didn't want to do that. Hold on. But yeah, you can use that for anything. So I just make sure there is one for the follower and there is a clean one. Now, personally, I use this for the bits. So I also have this one. I will make sure to also add that into your guys' the thing. And this is the one I use for my bits. So this one will also be in there. So if I go to my stream PC and I go to bit alert and I do right click, and I hope I already updated it to the new version, and do this. And apparently I need to fix...
Cassie 1316 cheered. 42 bits.
Well, you can see that is not correct. So I need to update my bit alert. That's interesting. Huh. That's alright. Normally it will exactly do the same as the follow alert we just made, but I think I fucked something up. That's fine. That's not your problem. But the next video, I will make sure to do the bit alert. And yeah, guys, with that being said, I hope this video helped to understand a little bit of it. Now, of course, I will make that video, but yeah, you can figure it out yourself. It's so simple. It is clean. But I can do, let's say, so yeah, this is the new follower on my end. Yours is even a little cleaner. Yeah. Yours is even cleaner. Mine has other animations on the text because I need to clean my up. I made my own so messy that I had to do it this way, but yeah. There will, by the way, be another video coming, but this one is going to take a little bit to make. But this is for a custom sub alert. So let me trigger one. This is a new sub alert. And that is gonna be this one. I need to go to my live stream for that. And if your account has a profile picture, it should show up. But this person did not have a profile picture, so I'm gonna run it one more time in the hope to get one with a profile picture. And then in the meantime, let me also do something else. Apparently there isn't delay on it. It doesn't trigger. Fine. I'm gonna wait for a sec and I'll trigger it again. There you go. And the most fun part, here it comes. That is going to be a video too. So it will have a nice card with new subscriber on it. If it is a new subscriber, it will say first timer. If it is not, hello. If it is not a new subscriber and it is a resub with a tier, it will do this. This is something I will, and of course it sends it to your Discord, what is just great. But yeah, so those are two videos that are coming up. One is the subscriber alert, of course. Yeah, the subscriber alert / resub, or maybe even gifted. And the other one will of course be the bit alert for the follow alert we just made. Now, with that being said, guys, I really do hope that this video helped. and maybe inspired some of you. Now, also, you can also join my Discord down below. Now, again, I say this often, my Discord is a multi-Discord. First, this was not based on for Twitch. This one was actually for game development, level designers, and all that stuff. If you're interested in that, feel free to join. I also upload my own game development right here, with showcases, map development, all that stuff. If you're interested in that, feel free to join. I am still trying to grow my Discord. As you can see, the Discord is not as big. No, you can't. But yeah, it's not as big. I'm really trying hard to grind and get everything going. Also, I will be streaming on these days right here: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, one thing, it is possible that when you go down in the description for this download pack, it is not there yet. The reason is I want to get this video out, but at the same time I need to make this pack. So if this pack is not out yet, don't worry. I would say 99% you can already do. Maybe do placeholders. I know I will try and provide the pack right away, but I have to make this pack. I have to upload it. What maybe is not that big of a problem. If it is not there, it's not there. You can always join the Discord and I will send you it directly there. I could actually do that too. Yeah, I may actually do that too. So you know what? I'm gonna do it right here. Streamerbot resources. Streamerbot resources. So you can also go in here and I will provide you with everything you need right here too. I'm actually going to delete this because I don't want a channel. I want a forum. Streamerbot resources. There you go. Streamerbot resources. And yeah, so it will be right here. Also, so if it's not on Kofi yet, it will be here. With that being said, guys, once again, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video, of course, or on stream, twitch.tv/flockersdesign at Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CEST, or yeah. See you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.